Hello everyone, today we're going to take apart an iPhone first generation, also known as the iPhone 2G. If you haven't seen my other video on reviewing this iPhone 2G, I recommend watching it. Very interesting to go through all the technology back in the day. So today we're going to take apart this iPhone 2G. This one does work, but is currently flat. So today you will need one of these, or if you have a small flathead screwdriver with like a thin bit, and that will also work. A Phillips head screwdriver, one of these tools, a guitar pick or just a generic pick, and a SIM ejector tool. And if you want to make your life easier, I recommend getting one of these tools to pick up the screws, as they are quite small. So the first step to take apart this iPhone 2G is to take the black antenna cover off. But as you can see, if you look around this phone, there are no visible screws. But before that, so I don't forget later on, take the SIM tray card out. So it makes it a lot easier to take the back metal cover off. So with a thin screwdriver or one of these tools, carefully get in between the plastic and the metal bit. It's okay if you have like damage the plastic or the metal bit, because it can be hard taking it out. So don't go too crazy. It won't be taken off that easy. This one has been taken off, been pulled apart many of times. So make sure you go both sides, and then once it's loosened enough, with your two fingers, just carefully pull it off. But be careful not to break this bit, as this piece is 17 years old and it can break quite easily. So the next step is, with your Phillips head screwdriver, is to take apart, that screw is missing, but there are normally 3 screws, and you just unscrew them. Because this phone has been taken apart many of times, sometimes it might not come out that well. And make sure you put the screws in a safe place so you don't lose them. So after taking the screw out, you will need to, there's 2 type of ways to do this. Some videos will say, get one of these tools and jam it right in the middle. Let's see if I can do it, or off to the side. It can be hard to do, but some videos tell you to put it in the middle and slowly lift up. But you can bend the housing that way, which is not good. And sometimes, so the way I like doing is from the edges and work your way to the top. So with this tool here and this tool here, I like to sort of try to lift up on the housing, and you see how it lifts up. That's what you'd want, and it won't be this easy at first, but you'll get there eventually. You just have to be careful not to bend the housing, and then you just have to work it on the other side. See how when you pull up, that's less of a gap. So with one hand, and you get a pick or even if you get one of these tools or a flathead screwdriver. And then, so both sides are slowly lifted up. So now it's just going back and forth. Before you pull it off, be careful because there is a cable right there, like that is attached to the motherboard. So don't just rip it off, because you could break it. And if you're in Australia, it can be hard to find a replacement. I'm not sure about other countries though. Try one of these tools. And one side is fully lifted up. And due to the shape of this housing, it makes it hard. Because if you lift one side up too much, the other side will close up. There we go. Then you slowly lift up and go to the side, and that's where the cable is plugged in. And then there you go. You've taken the back of an iPhone first generation. So I won't take apart this phone completely, as I don't want to damage it or put it back together. But now I'm going to show you how to put the phone back together, and it should be all good from there. And before I go any further, if you're attempting this repair just for my video, I won't be responsible if you break your iPhone, as I'm not a professional either, but just want to give you an idea how to take it apart. If you want a more in-depth look in the iPhone 2G, I would recommend looking at Jerry Rig Everything or another YouTube channel, and for a more in-depth look inside the phone. And so I will show you how to put everything back together. But before that, if you are interested in, like, if you have a broken iPhone 2G and want to put it in a frame, this is sort of an idea you can do. As this phone didn't work, or the phone did work, the motherboard worked, but the rest of the phone didn't. But that sort of way, it's not the best, but it sort of looks good when put in the right spot. If you're wondering, this is what the iPhone looks like, all framed up. So first off with this is that you have to plug this cable in. And sometimes it's normal, if the phone is charged, to plug in and your phone will turn on automatically. That is completely normal, and you don't have to be worried about that one. Just make sure you line it up correctly. And make sure it all clicks in nicely, even at the top. And if you want to, you can put your SIM tray in, and it will be that way. and it's time to put your 3 screws in. But I'm missing 1 screw, so I just install the 2 that I have. And you don't have to wear gloves in this one. I just like to wear gloves. And if you're wondering what screwdriver this is an iFixit screwdriver. I got this in a kit when I replaced a Samsung S9 Plus battery. And after this repair, I will show a toolkit that I got from Amazon for $54. It's a 201 kit, and it's quite better than my old repair kit that cost me $7.50 from eBay about 4 years ago. So now when putting this black piece on, it can be hard to line everything up, and be careful if like with there's little guide bits on either side of the charger port. Sometimes they can. So the video did cut out, but what I was saying that there are bits just where the charger port is. That are sort of guide pins, so this black piece can go on, and you have to line it up here so you can close that properly. But after you push it on and everything, it will go on exactly like this. Sometimes it won't be perfect, but this is good enough here. So yeah, so that is complete. And so again, if you want to watch someone replace a battery on this iPhone and go and pull it apart, like strip it completely, yeah, I just recommend watching lots of other videos. I think the newest video on one is Jerry Rig Everything. And the toolkit I have is called this. It's a 201 toolkit, $54 on Amazon Australia. And if you are interested to know how much it weighs, I got this scale that I also got from Amazon. It was $14. I use it when I sell stuff on eBay. So this weighs 1,317.5 grams. There's the toolkit here. Has all these bits here, and you don't have to use it as a phone or electronic toolkit because you've got really big bits here. All these bits here, and including a big screwdriver and a little one, magnetic mat, all these bits here. I'll leave all the links down in the description to check them out.